Yo. All right. I think we're going in to game one, Team Flare Blitz versus Team Pink. It is I, everyone's favorite old person. We will be joined very shortly by Red Strike. I'm trying to get everything to look slightly less janky here. All right. And there we go. I have succeeded where previously I had failed. And so we are going to have a Cho'Gath ban and a Twitch ban from Team Flare Blitz. On the other side, Team Pink is going to ban the Jinx and the Master Yi. Very, very interesting. And yeah. There is going to be the Lux ban from Team Pink, the Aatrox ban from Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz is going to lock in the Sivir. And we are going to see a Wukong. Wukong coming in from Team Pink. This is, of course, week one. BTLG. Thank you, everyone who was here earlier for Unk Status versus the team whose name I forgot already, because I have tried to forget everything about the game that previously happened. You're welcome. But we are going to see. Did I spell that wrong? I did. All right, so it's going to be Wukong Caitlyn for Team Pink, and it is going to be a Volibear for Team Flare Blitz, and a yes, it is going to be a Karma. There's got to be a better way to make this look than the way that it looks currently. There we go. Much better, much better. And it is going to be an Ari ban from Team Pink. Now let's see what we have going on here for Flare Blitz. FB, if you will. Team First Blood. Team... I can't think of other things that FB would stand for, but it is going to be a Poppy ban. Poppy is, like, I think one of the most slept on strong junglers that are available. Like, Poppy is just always good. Also good in top lane. Also good as a support at times. So basically, don't sleep on Poppy. But it is going to be a Camille ban from Team Pink and an Ornn ban, Flare Blitz, targeting that top side. This is, of course, a reminder that this is a fearless draft, so there's champions that are picked now can't be picked later, so effectively you could take 4 of a person's champs and make them never happen ever again. A Soul coming in, and then the Diana. The Diana could be a jungle with a top lane Volibear, or could be a Diana mid with a Volibear still top lane or jungle. A little bit of a flexibility available for Flare Blitz. It could also be top lane Diana. I know we have not seen it, but it exists. It's out there. Like Sasquatch, Loch Ness Monster, and Someone to Love You. Top lane Diana, it exists. I promise. There's going to be Xin Zhao locked in. So it looks like it is going to be a Diana mid with Xin Zhao jungle and Volibear top. But again, there are options that could make all of those different. And it is going to be last pick for Team Pink. Last pick, Team Pink. Shen. Interesting. Very interesting. So this looks like it's going to be devoid of much shenanigans, at least as far as who's going where with what. But we will find out later, just in case somebody gets a little fancy. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. It is an option. So, you know. Don't want to rule it out entirely. And here we go into the client draft. I apologize if anything is a little janky. I am, of course, adjusting it as we go. But at least, actually, I don't want to say that. I don't want to jinx this quite yet. All right, so Shin Wukong, Volibear Xin Zhao. Position wise, the champion picks, not doing anything weird. And it is going to be the Etoe and the Diana. All right, Caitlyn going to be most likely in the ADC spot. Same for Sivir. We did see this matchup a couple games ago. I think it did not go well for the Caitlyn. I remember it not going well for the Caitlyn. I was there. And it is going to be a Karma. Karma and a Nami. So yeah, everything looking regular, looking normal, no shenanigans. Very unfortunate, but it is gonna be a pretty interesting game one. I don't know how Shin Volibear normally goes. Again, some of these matchups we saw earlier, but there's a lot of variability, I feel like, in not high elo or not high skill, or I don't know the best way to put it. People not as good at the game, to put it simply. There's a lot of variability in the matchups where things that should work don't always work 100% of the time, or matchups that should be one way aren't always that way 100% of the time. So it's really hard to say like, oh yeah, that's just going to be this or that's just going to be that. So we will find out, but we will have a little bit of a delay. By a little bit, we have 3 minutes, and then we will be back with game one of Team Flare Blitz versus Team Pink. So don't go anywhere, and we will give you some good gaming experiences to look forward to. All right, be right back. All right, we are in. And I now have accompaniment. And we are ready to go for game one. That is not surprising. Wait, you're not going to the thingy. They can't hear you. Why is it not going? Let's talk again. You're only going to my headphones, but you should be going to not my headphones. I already pre-apologized for scuffedness, so what is this? Voice chat.
Oh.
Hey, I got you.
Hey.
All right, cool.
Nice. Nothing unusual I'm noticing from the summoners and runes.
Yeah, I also do not see anything too weird looking here. We are joined by Red Strike. Now that I got it to where you can actually hear Red Strike, there's a Red Strike here.
Thank you.
In the game, watching with us. Etoe taking a little bit of trade on that. A Soul does have Comet. There is Electrocute for Princess, but not getting the Electrocute proc quite yet. Not willing to jump into the A Soul under tower. Trades going down in the bot lane. It is going to be level 2 coming in first for Blitz Flare. That is going to be a very nice tether from Shire. Shire's going to also get a nice Q off, but everyone doing okay.
Indeed. They don't get the health advantage, but Caitlyn is not able to farm as well. Under tower. So a little bit
down
of
3
CS advantage.
60
Indeed.
gold.
Something like that.
I think it's more like 57, but we do see Isadak fighting. I love M&Ms. Okay. That's really hard to read while it's moving, by the way. It just looks like M&Ms. But I love M&Ms is going to mostly be okay. Was in that Spirit's Refuge. Refuging the Spirit. Well, there you go. Princess is going to go in and is going to get the proc that time on the Electrocute.
Nice poke damage.
Ooh, M&M's is going to get the taunt, going to get the 3 stacks. Oh, Isadak is going to get the stun just in time, but it looks like here's going to be fire and is going to get a kill. And that is going to be first blood going over to the Wukong.
Indeed.
Oh, now there's no in-game audio. Really, guys? It's not one thing, it's another. Again, I did pre-apologize. I did not have an adequate amount of time to set up.
Etoe boy looking dangerously low over here, and that will be punished. He is dove. Does have TP, so will not lose a tremendous amount. But still down over a wave and a kill now.
I apologize for everyone who had to see my mouse. You can blame Skasani for that, who wanted to hear the game audio. So you get to see my mouse wiggle around while I got it. But hopefully you have a game audio now. But yes, Etoe did die to the Diana. That's tough.
I'd be like that.
Oh, and Diana has teleport, does not have ignite, so I'm not even going to be able to be like, at least I get a little bit of a typo advantage from my death. That's rough. Those feel bad. Isadak not going to get taunted.
Still a rough situation up here. Farm is very even. Oh, those W's are feeling nice.
Yeah, that second bite, if he had gotten it off, would have been very nice for that heal. For that extra
He did get a little bit of it, but yeah. Longer the fights go on, the more Rolly likes those W's.
Nami coming around the long way, gave a little bit of solo XP to the Caitlyn. And here comes the bane of every existence for silver players, gold players. I don't know past that. It is that that Tri-Bush Ward fight. So many lives have been lost there.
It never stops. You always fight for the ward.
So many times that is going to be the ult coming out for Princess. It is not going to be enough though. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but they are going to survive. That is now Wedgie.
Hedgie?
That's going to be Wedgie. I don't know. Uwu Wedgie.
That's an Uwu Hedgie.
Wedgie. Oh, very nice taunt there from I love M&M's though. And Isodak is going to answer right back now. And oh man, that lightning. He was literally one auto away from a chomp, but it is going to be the dragon going over to T4OD. T40? T40? I don't know.
T4OD. Two separate words.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out if it's supposed to be something else, you know, when half the time when somebody else takes your name and you try and get clever and you spell it weird or something.
Nah, it's just T4OD. I know.
Okay, fair enough.
It is my team, so yeah. Our original name was Team 4, and that's his meme, so he made the name. It's just Team 4 OD. You know?
All right. Well, that tracks then, but he is able to take down that dragon.
Indeed. Nice little early bump in damage.
Sorry.
Not as nice as if it were to be an ocean dragon, but we take what we can get. This is a dangerous spot for Isodak to be here.
And here it comes.
Aesol is also
He's going to
coming
ult away, but it's not going to be enough. But he might
Ooh.
survive. He's trying to flash away.
Etoe boy flashes.
Oh, that is going to be stars descending. I love M&M's collecting. Princess, though, may look to go in. Does have ult again. Is going to get the shield. Is looking. Is going to go in. There's going to be opening coming in. And that's going to be the Shin ult as well. Trying to stay alive. And there's going to be... Oh, he's going to come in. Now Princess is trying to stay alive in the back line. As M&M's is going to get rooted up. Shire's going to be able to take down the kill.
Okay.
Once Fire's trying to walk away, Odie chasing him down. Is going to get the win to become lightning. And that is going to be Future Warfare for Team Flare Blitz.
Very, very close there, but all's well that ends well, I suppose. The karma came just in time.
Oh my goodness.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, Etoe's flash, like super far in advance to get the ulti off on Believer is hilarious.
Hey, you gotta secure the kill. Even if you
That's
don't
right.
get the kill.
The sooner you use the flash, the faster it's back on cooldown.
Hey, 3,000 IQ. I like it. I like it. Actually, this brings up a good question I had in during our series earlier, which is, what is Flare Blitz?
You know, it's supposed to be Pokemon themed. You're gonna have to ask the mid laner. She plugged it. Support agreed with it. And our ADC captain didn't care enough to vote, so I changed it.
Okay,
that was the popular vote. It's
I had,
Pokemon. It's the Pokemon. It's something
earlier
Pokemon related.
Was that Flare Blitz 100% sounds like something somebody calls me to try and tell me that my firm needs in order to get more leads. Like 100% can see somebody be like, hey, you should sign up and join Team Flare Blitz. We will get you like 80 to 90 more calls. Your phone will be ringing with Flare Blitz. I promise. Like that very much is, it sounds like one of those names where it's like, it synergizes. And like, what does that mean, bro? But I get, if it's from Pokemon, I'll let it slide.
It is meant to be Pokemon.
I'm too old to know all the Pokemon memes that matter anymore. So I will concede.
I'm not very in depth in the Pokemon community, so you know, never played the games. So unfortunately, I am in the dark here as well.
That is very impressive. Very impressive.
It is.
I was the ideal target audience for Gen 1. So so yeah, no. Like if it's not in Gen 1 or Gen 2, I am probably not aware. Oh, Fire is still going to get rooted up with the taunt, even with the clone. That is going to be a very nice tidal wave, but it's not going to hit Princess. Princess is going to go in, and that is going to be another
That's a dead Nami.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a dead Aurelian Soul as well?
Is going to be able to get down.
Barely gets out.
Singularity. Oh, wow.
He escapes by the skin of his teeth.
That was very close for Etoe, and what is fire looked like also going to be close, but is going to get away and gets his camp. Nothing better.
Indeed. Some nice dragon setup over here. So they should be able to have good setup and get here in time for the dragon, which is just going on in their head, I presume. The question is though, will red team contest?
Oh, I don't have the thingies. Hang on. I apologize,
The
everyone.
thingies?
The objective timers were not open.
Well,
4
the
seconds
dragon is
left.
up in 3 seconds.
Isadak fighting M&M's in the top lane.
Makes sense. They do both have TP, but that Shen R is going to be more useful. That being said, Isodak taking a beating down over here, so fortunately we'll be able to influence a little bit more than the Volibear will. Depends. If Volibear TP's up top here, could get rough.
The Volibear looks like is waiting to see. Oh yeah, it does TP there. I think was actually waiting to see for a while. Was in base for a minute.
They do see Etoe on the mid wave, so that might be the call. Just knowing that doesn't look like they're contesting. They're too far away. We get this for free. And also, Isodak now with that HP advantage and possibly just mess with that.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna get another fight. That is gonna be the root.
Oh, the
it is gonna land.
does not go. Very good.
But Odie is gonna be alive. There's gonna be Starvation going down the clone, and there's gonna be the Stand United.
There is the
He is
Ooh,
alive.
Nami barely.
Barely dies. And now Princess is gonna ult in, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. It's gonna be a shutdown, and he's gonna go over to love him and him. And now
Faded in a little bit, enticed by that Diana ulti, just to die.
double
Volibear will
kill.
get a lot off display, but it is a 2-for-1.
That's tough. Very tough.
It's not too bad though, because again, I don't know exactly how many plates there were beforehand, but Isodak I know has done at least. Please don't die here.
Ooh, manages to stay alive for a second. He needs the shield. Gets the shield. Is trying to get away.
If he gets some W's
Oh,
off.
that's gonna be the flash and the pull through.
Oh,
M&M's on a killing spree, 3 in a row. Yeah, I'd say one, the Stand United was worth it, and then
indeed.
that's gonna be a tanky boy. A very unsneaky ninja, if you will.
True. Although I don't know if Shen is particularly known for his sneakiness.
But he's a ninja, but he's not sneaky.
Yeah, but I don't keep up with that. I used to. I don't know what's up, but from my understanding of current lore, it's just everybody's playing.
I mean, but he is still a. Ooh, Nami manages to stay alive.
Nami to be in. Few misses.
I mean, he's still a ninja though. Like, I mean, you don't
This
be
is true.
ninja-ing. I don't know if it's ninja-ing as a verb. I don't know the correct verb for ninja things, but either way, last I checked, ninjas aren't supposed to have like 6,000 HP. Shen might be the only ninja tank I can think of in like any form of fictional work, now that I think about it. Like, you know, every other ninja is like, he's sneaking around, stabby, stabby, stab, sneak around, throws something, and Shen's just like, I'm here.
Fair enough. Balance and whatnot.
But here we go with a reset, as the Rift Herald should be spawning here shortly. 12 seconds. Looks like nobody's really posturing for it. There's a little bit of wards on the other side for Team Pink, but nothing too major. That is going to be the ultimate used by the Volibear just to walk away from the Shen. Yeah, the Shen might be a problem. I'm not going to lie here.
Will definitely be a problem. The question is, though, how much does it matter? That we'll have to find out
Okay, there is going to... Oh, yeah, lots of people.
Getting a lot of people. Nami is backing, so
I
this
think it's
should
too
just
late for
be
the
a
Nami.
guaranteed. Maybe in a steal attempt, but without Nami, you don't really have the wards. And so,
Yeah, that is going to be the Rift Herald going over to Team Flare Blitz, Team Pokemans, Team First Blood.
so it's in this next minute because
Uh-oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Odie is going to be in here, and so is Fire. There's going to be this guy that's coming down, as well as the 89 Fighter. Fire still trying to stay alive. That is going to be a taunt on the Odie. I think Odie might be done. That is going to be the ult coming out from Princess. Odie is going to go down, as does Fire. Etoe trying to stay alive, is trying to cut out Princess. Princess is not going to get it. Wedgie is going to get it. Oh, wow. Team Pink barely, but Isidak gets the first tower, so that is still going to be the feats going over to Flare Blitz.
it will, and everybody should be up in time. There is no vision from either side for this dragon, so it's going to be a pretty blank slate. Aurelion Soul will not have ultimates. Diana and Xin, however, also may not. But yeah, it's looking like not many ultimates from either side here.
Yeah, Tidal Wave is going to be down. Stand United's going to be down.
We just got these ADC ultis and nobody cares about those, if I'm being honest. Holy Bear will have ultimate.
Maybe? Well, I mean, I guess by the time they get there, it is not up at now when the dragon is up.
Nami has some good wards down.
And Isidak just heads mid. Didn't back, probably sitting on some gold here. Oh, no.
He did back. He did back.
He did back, okay.
He backed after taking the tower, yeah. Alright,
I just missed it. Ooh, but that is going to be Fire going in. Odie is going to be stuck there. They're on a clone. That is going to be a Singularity being dropped, as well as the heal. Wedgie is hanging out nearby. We'll have the Tidal Wave in a little bit. Odie's going to go in the back line, and that is going to be Fire going down. There's going to be Princess going to get killed. That is 3 of them dead. And now it looks like Flare Blitz is going to have a free dragon. No problems. Yeah, cooldowns are important.
And they got theirs back. Just a little bit ahead of the curve. Either jungler had their ultis, but the Aurelion Soul ulti was hard cooldown. And that Volibear ulti was up as well, making all the difference. That will be third dragon. So now I'm sure Team Pink, although they have the scaling comp, is definitely feeling the pressure. They have only lost 1 tower by this point, but OD over here has the Herald. This bot tower is about to fall because post 14 minutes towers are wet paper bags in the side lanes.
That is true. That is very true.
To see if they can mount a defense in time for the next dragon. The items are relatively even. The only advantage is the Shen in the top side. So that being said, I would imagine that there is a chunk of gold that has not really been spent yet. Yeah, ADC is sitting on 1,000 gold, so probably very close to 2 items. Same with the jungler.
Yes, actually. That is going to be a taunt coming out from I Love Him. No, Isidak might be in trouble again. Ooh, that's a big hill, though.
W heal. And Princess will have to teleport to bail him out.
There are 3 members up here, but there is also Odie hanging out in the background. Wedgie is maybe in trouble, is dead. Princess is going to go in. There's going to be the Stand United coming in, and that's going to be Fire going back in with the Cyclone. Oh, I Love Him, and it fails the taunt, and now they're trying to get away. Shire is here. Oh, and that is going to be a dead Monkey King, and maybe a dead beefy ninja. Oh, but he is going to be able to get Princess in the first time.
I don't know if Caitlyn can do much here. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Caitlyn dies very shortly after.
No, not working out. And that is going to be a lot of dead members from Team Pink with only 1 for Flare Blitz. And there's no objectives available. But Rift Herald's going to be dropped mid.
Spawn, but it's quite a ways away. So I don't think they're going to go for it. Instead, they're just going to go to break 2 towers in the mid lane, which is a sensible decision. Although one could argue maybe going for a side lane tower would be a little bit more useful as a form of gold injection before this dragon in 2 minutes. OD has still not backed, sitting on 2,400 gold now.
It does get the knockup. That is a clone, but they are gonna be. Wow, the ultimate from
Turn in
Etoe.
time.
That is going to be a teleport from Isodak. He is going to get taunted up, though, and now there's multiple members here. Isodak might be in trouble. Oh, why did you turn back? Well, they're turning around. Nobody knows what's going on. Both teams are like, you're going to stop, right?
I get it. Maybe they're... Princess is hard pushing this bot lane, so, you know, maybe they're pulling their focus, you know, making it so that way Princess can go and get that tier 2 tower.
I don't know that they're going to get that quickly.
I don't know, because Diana with that 3-hit passive and then also Lich Bane, those towers are not going to exist for a very long time.
Well, Diana decides it's probably not happening. That is going to be a taunt from I Love M&M's. Isodak going to get a nice heal off with the bite, but it is not going to maybe be enough because I Love M&M's is still very tanky, and it's just running him down. Taunt, spares refuge, Vorpal Blade. And that's gonna be the flash from Isodak. Oh my god.
Isodak be struggling up here, but I will say he has not died in quite a while. Those 3 deaths were pretty early, and he's been clawing his way. You know, he's holding the fort down up here in this top lane.
That is fair.
It occasionally needs some assistance, cannot deny, but he's keeping that wave shove, making it so Shen can't influence too much.
Ooh, there's going to be Shen coming down onto Wedgie. Odie is going to be forced to flash over the wall. Dragon is in a minute, though. Like, what are we fighting for here?
This is a dangerous spot for Caitlyn.
Caitlyn
is entering from a very off angle, not what you want to see. And that is going to be a dead ADC. 45 seconds before Dragon with 30 seconds left on the respawn timer. Not what you want to see.
Oh my goodness, and Odie's going to go in. Wedgie is going to be forced to use the tidal wave. Not going to be enough. That is going to be a Stars of Sin going in. Princess is going to catch in and is going to start the leading people. The kill does not go to Princess. It actually, the first one goes over to Shire. Princess gets the second one. I Love M&M's is now going to be taunted. And their tower, excuse me, rooted, not taunted. Tried to taunt, didn't work. Etoe running away also doesn't work. And that is going to be an ace for Flare Blitz with the Dragon coming up in 12 seconds.
And the Otacon. So I'm going to presume they get both, mostly from these pings that I'm seeing on the minimap, where blue team is pinging the Otacon.
They're absolutely taking that Otacon.
They should got the time for this. You know, 20 seconds left.
Otacon takes a while, though.
It does.
And does a little bit of damage.
Objective. It is terrible to take if the enemy team can contest because it shreds way too many resistances, but if they can't take, you know, they can't contest, who cares?
We won't find out if it stops them because there's going to be no contest from Team Pink in the meantime.
Indeed. This is going to be a nice 23-minute mountain zone. That's what we like to see.
Yeesh. Very effective, very effective.
Indeed. Looking good so far for blue team. Should be relatively easy for them to close this out. They do have a substantial lead at this point, around 7 or so. Okay. And that threat of the Diana engage is quite potent. And some heavy bruisers to back it up. Shen is strong, but not particularly ahead in items at this point in time. Ahead around 1,000 gold.
Yeah. I think Shen is strong, and that would be useful if anyone else on the team was strong, but...
That's just true. Shen, yeah. If this Shen is a major split pushing threat, that makes things very difficult for blue team. The problem is that Volibear passive be doing some work, and that wave is not touching the top lane tower.
Yes.
So despite the Shen being able to 1v1 the Volibear at almost any point in time, due to just the heals and shields, Voli's been able to buy a lot of time for the team to come and bail him out.
Yes, these are true statements. Very, very true statements.
Baron is up. Both sides know that this Baron's going to be needed. Asol very good at clearing out Wee's wave, so without Baron, not too likely that they can end, unless they, of course, just kill everybody.
I love him and his
Looks
frontlining
like that's
very
gonna be the plan.
effectively.
Diana looking for this flank over here. This could be quite devastating.
Oh,
That's a dead support. That's
And
a potentially dead top laner.
tower's going to be turned off. Doesn't
tower.
matter. Tower's going to be turned off permanently. And that might be a Baron.
It will be a Baron attempt. Of course, looks like won't be.
Yeah, I don't think it can. I would be scared to death of face checking that Diana at this
They
point.
do see the Diana. They do see the Diana there. The bush is warded. But the problem is that they know that they're on Baron. Yeah, they just warded it for the far side. They just can't do anything about it because they know there's a Diana somewhere.
Etoe. Yeah, I can tag it. He was like, nope.
Diana doesn't even have an ulti, but it's still
Doesn't
quite
matter.
spooky with those 3 items, yeah.
Still very spooky. And you see why.
Unfortunately, yeah,
It's trying to
their
stay
2
alive.
carries went the
Oh,
opposite
no.
direction of their 2 tanks.
Oh
And,
no! Eminem's is gonna be able to get
Diana.
away, but Princess is looking still does not have the ult. I don't think the Diana cares. Is very tanky. The shields from the Karma plus the shield from the Mountain Soul, and that is going to be a dead Shin and a mid lane tower getting pushed. And I think that inhibitor is going to go down, and I don't know that there's an answer you can make for it.
Might be game. Might be game. We'll see. Depends on how if they can force a fight here. Wukong is up in the top lane, so they should be able to get. at
Yeah,
least
they're
one
getting a
counter before
lot.
The Caitlyn comes. Yeah, I don't.
Sky's Descent is going to go down. That's not going to be enough, and that's going to be ult coming out, and that's going to be
Yes.
2 more dead. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
makes an attempt.
Nobody.
It is
That's
too
not going to work
little.
for you too. Oh my goodness. The tower, the base dive. And that is going to be game 1 for Team Flare Blitz, who blitzed the flare.
So to speak, indeed. Well, a good game. I shall be joining my team in the chat to congratulate them. And I will see you after draft.
All right. Let's take a look at some of these statistics. Oh, what? No, I don't want mine. That's a lot of damage from Diana. Just a stupid amount of damage from Diana. I don't know how else to explain it. The most damage on Team Pink was the Shin. And we can look at some other things as well. Again, the damage, but in bar form, if you're particularly bar focused. But yeah, that was tough. That was tough. So we will be back with game number 2 for Team Flare Blitz versus Team Pink. Team Flare Blitz up 1-0. All right, we are back with game 2. We got some bands, we got some things, we got some logos I just made up. Team Pink is on the left. You Flare Blitz is on the right. Sorry. Just made me laugh. But we do have a Camille band and a Yi band once again from Team Pink. On the other side, we do get the Cho'Gath and the Twitch band from Team Flare Blitz. So we will. Aatrox and Lux. Lux is different from game 1, I believe. Yeah, nope. Lux was banned, but these are similar bans, but out of order. And it is going to be Team Pink locking in the first pick. Ari said, "You're not going to ban it from me this time." And so now we will likely see, I assume, a mid lane answer here. It is going to be the Jinx, though. Flare Blitz, seeing that the Jinx not first round ban this time, going to pick it up for most likely for Hex. Making the pronunciation hard. And it is going to be Flare Blitz locking in the Silas. Ooh, very interested. Silas into Ari. More importantly, very rarely do I see Silas picked before they know the opposing team's ultimates. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. But it is going to be a Viego, and then it's going to be Jax picked back to back. So I wonder if that Jax is going to be jungle instead of top lane, or if they're going to ban some top laners that would counter Jax, so Jax can just Jackson peace. Jackson Pollock. Andrew Jackson. It is going to be a Sona pick. Or excuse me, a Sona ban, and then it's going to be a Lulu ban on the other side for Team Pink. Team Pink also going to ban the Braum, and it is going to be an Orin ban for Team Flare Blitz. That is going to be the Poppy. Yes, they heard me extol the virtues of the Poppy, but more importantly, Poppy can be support. Poppy can be jungle. Poppy can be top. Poppy can be everywhere because Poppy also has some of the hardest skin of League of Legends. I don't care. Poppy skins only come in 2 flavors, which are this is really cute, this is hard as hell. That's it. Much as I make fun of Riot, when they made Poppy skins, they were in their bag. Riot is always locked in for some Poppy skins, and it's going to be a Leona lock in on the other side for Team Pink. Scion. We saw a big Scion earlier, and I have been informed that part of it is also that Scion was recently buffed. So just gonna be Scioning, some Psionics even. But yeah, no, that is a pretty solid front line there for Team Pink to go along with the Viego Ari Nyla. That said, Silas stealing the Leona or Scion ults, probably pretty good. And Tarek. So, I mean, technically, I've seen a lot of people playing Tarek not in support, but I imagine there's going to be a Tarek to go along with the Jinx in the bot lane, but we will find out in a little bit. In a little bit. Possibly. Oop. We are going to have a little bit of a delay. There is a restroom break for someone. Not for me, though. So anyway, we are waiting for a little bit of a delay so we can confirm if it's Poppy top or Jack's top. I think that's the only real question I have about these comps in the meantime. Everything else looks pretty standard. All right, we are ready to go. Bands coming in very regular. Okay, so it's going to be Scion top confirmed. It's going to be Poppy top, most likely. I mean, there is still time that they can trade. But it looks like it's going to be, I guess it could have been Silas jungle too. I didn't even think of that. But Silas has seen days in the jungle. That was a thing at one point. So looking pretty regular. And let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. No mess ups. Let's go. Everybody made it through the lobby. No mess ups. They have already far exceeded what we did in game one. Very proud of them. But it is going to be Poppy, Jack, Silas, Jinx, Tarek for Flare Blitz, and Scion, Viego, Ari, Nyla, Leona for Team Pink. Very, very interested. We have, again, a pretty chunky boy, chunky lady matchup in the top lane. I am interested to see how this kind of plays out for Silas. Who Silas is going to prioritize stealing the ultimates from. We saw Princess, of course, go crazy with the ultimates in game one. So I expect nothing less in game two. But we have a 3-minute spectator delay, and then we will be right back with game number 2. Team Pink, Team Flare Blitz. Don't go anywhere. Hello.
Okay.
We are in game number 2. Team Pink, Team Flare Blitz
Indeed.
with
Any
Red
thoughts
Strike.
on the draft?
Seems
From your
very
capable
standard,
eye?
very normal. The only thing I was worried about was Princess taking the Silas very early, but there are stealable ults here, so it doesn't matter. I assume stealable ults.
No reasonable ultis. No like S tier ultis like an Alistar or a Malphite, but some solid A tier
Uh-oh.
ultis all around.
Uh-oh, I love M&Ms though. Getting collapsed on is going to catch him and run away just barely. But yeah, I know that's what I was worried about. Really, was like, hey, what happens when when they lock in? And then I was like, I don't know who they would lock in, but ults that Silas isn't going to enjoy or isn't going to be able to make super good use of. What Silas do then? But we will never find out.
Indeed.
So we do get in lanes, nothing too egregious on the runes either, or summoners. Nothing to make me go, oh.
Yeah. It's all chilling.
Yeah, very, very, very standard comps, very reasonable comps. No cute moves, no Morgana jungles, no Rek'Sais, no Keikos. Oh, but that is going to be Princess getting into Etoe. Etoe's going to get the charm, and Princess is going to take a chunk of damage. Etoe might chase him down, or chase her down, chase them down. I didn't look at the sheet. I apologize. We did send out a sheet to everybody of like, hey, how would you like to be preferred to, and all of that. And I didn't have a chance to read it before I realized I was casting tonight because everything has been a little scuffed today. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it's the first week. It always happens.
It's an though is going to get knocked up. M&M's is going to get hit with the buckler. It's also going to be really. You just let him walk up and pick up a shield like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, that is going to be a slow there coming from M&M's, but just a good old-fashioned tank fight.
Just to give you an update, Princess is she, her, and then Uwu Heji is they, them. Everybody else is a he, him who is in this game.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank
From
you.
the responses. Either they did not fill it out, or they are him, I should say. Because I think, for example, the E-subs, I don't believe I filled it out.
That is also probably reasonable. Sadak is going to get knocked up again. That decimating smash has been smashing.
That it has.
I think all 4 or 5 of them have landed. I apologize. I accidentally redirected the camera. But yeah, M&M's up 12 CS. That is almost a 12 minion wave. So if Isadak. Oh, that is going to be a wall stun though, but that's 2 minions you don't get, 3 minions you don't get, 4 minions you don't get. Let's see.
Down around 10 farm, although looking a lot more even in the health now.
That is true, but especially because of the extra utility that Scion gets from the farm, losing that farm feels extra bad because you're like, not only am I down the 20 gold, I'm down 20 gold and 5 max HP. I always feel like it just feeds extra need onto the keeping up with CS when you have a Scion.
I don't know if this Scion's gonna have as much farm as the one from earlier today. I'm sure you remember that.
That is true. That is true. That was fantastic. It looks like I Love M&M's not looking to get the Bouse proxy.
Just yet, yeah.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's already happened. We just haven't gotten there yet.
That's true. That's true. about 4 minutes of gameplay we haven't quite seen yet. That is going to be the ult coming out from Etoe. That is going to be a stun coming out from Who's Fire. And it's not going to matter. Odie's going to come in. Odie's going to be able to get the counter strikes done. And that is going to force everybody away. And it's also, it's What's Fire, not Who's Fire. That's just... Why is your name a question?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that name. I'm not going to lie.
It's bothering me. Like, it's a question, and it's a question that doesn't refer to, like, a person. So, like, and I understand, like, you know, like, it's Who's Princess.
Those passive procs go crazy with the Ariel.
God. And that is going to be First Blood going over to TFB, Team First Blood. This is the second time. First Blood. I like it.
Fair enough.
Oh, but that is going to be a knockup on the Etoe. Etoe is going to be able to get a little bit of a stun, but that is going to be a fantastic ultimate as 2 members get ejected. Hit him with that Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Ejectocito, cuz, and sent them away.
We'll also mention, looking at the stats with the team from last game, there was 0 objective damage that was able to be done by What Is Fire, though.
Ooh, that's
no
tough.
objectives taken. So we'll see. We'll see if that changes this game.
Yeah, not so far.
Look like it will be starting at that. Yeah, with the dragon.
It's gonna be top side. Tried to get on the Etoe. Etoe is gonna get the steadfast presence. It's gonna keep them back. It's gonna flash.
Should be okay.
And get a wall stun.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
Yeah. No. Once you flash out, you should just go away. And that is going to be a kill for What Is Fire, though. And now Princess is on their own pink ward, looking for a pink ward, is not going to be able to get the change to go. Etoe is going to miss the charm.
That's probably for the best, to be quite honest.
Yes.
That he didn't land.
There was somebody earlier who landed a Q on a Mumu and literally was shouting, "Oh, no, no, no." I don't know who that was.
I do distinctly remember this, indeed.
But yeah, I feel like Princess might have had the same reaction had that actually landed, but now not so much. Onto Etoe, chasing them down. Chains, knockups, stuns, roots, knockups, gets the ultimate from oh, what? Turns it around, and that is going to be 1 kill, trying to get away from the Scion, though. It's not going to be enough. Scion's going to get the return kill, and it's 2 for 2. Oh my goodness.
That's having a rough game.
Yeah, just a little bit. I did say that the Scion the Scion ult would be super useful. I did not realize it would go like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess especially on those tanks, right? They always have some type of damage scaling, and
that is true.
To abuse that. So these Scion ultis from Silas are gonna hit like lethality Scion.
Oof. Oh, Shire trying to sneak around behind Delindus. Delindus is going to dash away, though. Is going to be fine. A little bit of pool party healing there for the bot lane of Flare Blitz, but they will be okay. That said, Silas big already.
Silas is quite strong.
Interesting. Etoe goes for the Giant's Belt, not for the Bomby Cinder. Is it still called a Bomby Cinder, or did they change the name of that?
Giants? Yeah, it is. I will also say, this is not going to be the crit Silas that has been popping around recently.
The what?
Yeah, crit Silas. They added a crit ratio to his passive a while back, like not recently, and then with this past patch when they buffed the juggle ratios, it's been making a comeback.
Am I just too old to understand why things are happening anymore? Why would you give him a crit ratio on his
he
passive?
gets a passive charge on every ability, right? So you just queue up a couple abilities and then you just auto 3 times and they die.
Why would they do that?
You know, for the same reason why they just in this very patch made Silas Jungle and Nautilus Jungle strong.
I have seen people attempting Nautilus Jungle. The attempts I have seen were not very good. The attempts I have seen were so good they made me believe I was a valid jungler. So, you know, that'll tell you everything you need to know. But I don't know why you would give Silas crit scaling. Like, of the things that needed to happen.
I mean, they also gave Mordekaiser AD scalings, so you know.
Well, 80 is at least expensive-ish to buy.
So is crit, to be fair.
I guess that's a good point.
I think the meme build was the normal one is like Essence Reaver IE.
Ooh, a
The
very nice
spicy one
charm.
is just going IE into like 4 crit cloaks.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining similar to like Tryndamere Jungle when that was a thing where it's just like, no, I'm actually just here to do as many crits as humanly possible and reset my abilities. That is going to be the Ahri ult used there by Etoe. Not too much avail. Nothing wasted. Nothing left wanting for Princess, as they are still fine. She is still fine. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get
it. In 40 seconds. Are you gonna?
Will this dragon be contested by Team Pink?
We will find out. Both bot laners have backed with Team Flare both having a little bit of a tempo advantage.
That is going to be a knockback coming back from Isadak, but M&M's is still going to get the knockup. M&M's is up 20 CS. Is actually CSing stupid well, I believe. I don't think the kids say stupid anymore, but that's okay. I do.
It's said enough to where people would understand what you mean. So, you know, gets the job done.
Fair enough. I just sat there for a second trying to comprehend what you just said. I was like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. But Isadak taking super low, trying to stay alive. Eminem's not going to, does not have the ult, so not going to use the ult. And now we do see the rotations coming down for the dragon as Princess maybe in a bad place. No, is going to get a stun and some help, and that's going to be a kill, and that's going to be the feats of warfare coming for Fire Blitz, and now it's happening. It's all happening so fast, and Etoe looking like he might go down as well. Is going to get stunned. They are invincible under the tower. That is 4 dead for Team Pink.
Time.
Oh no.
I love M&M's just taking these top lane plates, but it's not panning out.
Yeah, not looking good for Team Pink. It's not Wednesday. They should have maybe rescheduled the game for Wednesday. Wednesday, everybody wears pink. Oh God, if you don't get it, I can't explain it. But if you get it, you know, you're there. Anyway. I love M&M's is getting tons of plates and tons of gold, but on the other side, yet again, another objective goes over to Team Pink. Did they get the Void Grubs as well?
They did get the grub. No, Pink got the White Grubs.
Oh, okay. Good for Team Pink. They do get something. In the meantime, Etoe again under threat. Princess just beating up our friend here. Ooh, Isadak.
Solo kill.
No, it would force the flash away.
Probably not, though.
Hey, friend. I feel like we covered this. Once you flash away, you should leave. Isadak is also going to be forced to flash, and here comes Odie now. Odie's going to get in, and that's going to be the killer. I love M&M's. Once you flash away, you should leave. I know I didn't follow those same instructions earlier, but once you flash away, just leave. I promise. It's easier. It's better for you because you can't come back. And that is going to be M&M's going down, flashless, sans flash.
Leona taking damage here, holy. Like 6 autos right there. Straight to half HP over the course of 1 wave.
That might be a tower though. Oh no, that is going to be an ultimate going down. That is going to be Daedalus. It's going to get stunned though. Wedgie is going to go in, trying to stay alive. Delandis, not Daedalus, not a mythical person, trying to keep them alive. In the meantime, shot not going to be enough. That is going to be the
Jinx has
oh
R.
no. Ooh. On to not the right person, but Jinx is going to get it. Yes. Oh no, Delandis is going to go down.
Taric shields are going insane.
Yeah, that was.
That's why when we saw 4 melee champions, we picked Taric. Yeah, those heals.
Yeah, Taric carried that fight. And that is going to be first tower. And this time for realsies. It is going to be the feats going over to Team Flare Blitz. Interesting. Interesting. So Daedalus. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna get into my funny connection because many people are running away. I love M&M's knocking on Isadak. What's fire though? Forced to use his flash to get away from Odie on the Jax, and
here.
Oh no, Princess is gonna get the knockup. Is basically trying to stand between Eminem and escaping. Eminem not quite the ultimate yet, but may want to. On the other side, Odie is just knocking down Wedgie. Bink, 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 bink. Imagine if I had a real weapon. Princess under tower is gonna hop back in and is gonna get away.
Takes the flash, but gets the job done.
And it's looking like Rift Herald.
The Rift Herald, indeed. Unless Etoe boy lurking in the jungle.
He's on a ward. Not gonna be there in time. Oh no! Oh no! One is gonna go down. On the other side, Isadak is gonna go down, but here is the rest of the team. What's fire? Likely gone.
For free.
Princess unstoppable.
It's looking a bit rough for our lads in Team Pink here. I'm not gonna lie.
It's getting early. It's getting late early. That's how it goes.
Yeah. This team, it's just whoever is able to make the initiative first and get that kill secure is gonna be able to do really well.
Well, it's already a 7,000 gold lead.
On one side, and you got Jinx with the resets on the other. Unfortunately, when one side is up by 7,000 gold, it makes
at 17 minutes. With another dragon spawning, it is going to be a mountain drake. It's going to be another mountain soul. If they get another 24 minute mountain soul, that is going to be a stun onto what is fire though, and he is in a bad place. Etoe is off to the side trying to hop back in. Delandis is going to not be able to survive. That is going to be an escape from Odie. Oh my god, and another one. They are going to be able to take down Odie. Shire trying to stay alive. Shire is going to go down eventually, but it is going to be a double kill for Hex as they are literally able to take a 3v4 and win it. And now here comes the silence. Princess under tower is going to get charmed up, is trying to stay alive. The tower is going to go down now. Hex is going to be able to take it. M&M's on the top side fighting Isadak. That a little less exciting than whatever just happened in the mid lane. Dragon's up. I was trying to say Daedalus is the father of Icarus, who of course is famous for flying too close to the sun and dying, and Delandis had, you know, flown a little too close to the sun and died, but you know, then it doesn't matter because the sun is very bright right now in the face of Team Pink.
See, they've decided to harness that advantage by picking Leona.
That is true. That is true. I can see that.
Now Team Pink is on a little bit of a timer, down 6k gold, and also 3 dragons. It's about that 24-minute mark, 25-minute mark. It's gonna be mountain soul.
Yeah. I would not look forward to that.
Indeed. Also down here missing 4 towers, and once those tier 2 side lane towers fall, that's a very nice chunk of gold. Whoever gets that.
Oh, but they are going to look to get on Isadak. Isadak is going to get knocked up. It's going to get stunned. It's going to get knocked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of CC there.
They may get a tower here unless Odie can stop them. Although that
he's going to try.
A bit bold.
I don't know that that's going to work. M&M's is actually tanking the tower because of the
brand. Yeah, the burn item.
Oh, it's going to be forced to flash away. It's not going to be enough. Odie's going to flash in, and that's going to be hacked. Getting the kill. Not going to be able to run down anyone else, but the stun is also going to keep M&M's there. Hit the wave, bro. What you doing?
The flash was too necessary, considering that man was running into alcove, but, you know, it lets them get onto the rest of the map a bit faster.
You got to secure, and they force fire off of the blue buff. It's not the victory it used to be years ago when you could take somebody's blue buff and basically be like, you're gonna have 2 spell rotations, nothing you can do. But still, it just feels good to take somebody's buffs. That is going to be
Especially
Otacon started.
nowadays when taking the buff gives it to everybody.
Yes. Or at least one other person.
One other version of this.
We're not even at that point yet. Otacon on spawn. This is looking tough for Team Pink. I can't think of I'm running out of Pink jokes. That is going to be the stun coming out. Stolen Leona ultimate. Wedgie is done. That is going to be the Cosmic Radiance coming down now. The Landis is going to go down. That's going to be the teleport coming in from M&M's, but I just got to get a quick pass right back out. Double kill for the Jax.
We might need to start thinking about who you want for the MVP interview. Not to call it early, but it is looking mighty grim for Team Pink over here. Because that was a 4v5 as well. Isodak just chilling in the bot lane, pushing it out, you know, getting it ready for the team. Looks like it will be a double inhib at 22 minutes. I will imagine they are ready to back, set up vision on the bot side, take that soul in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then book it straight to top lane. Where Team Pink will then have to deal with 2 inhib waves and Team with Ocean Soul. We will have to see them. Now, looks like they're choosing to exit onto the top side of the map from base. So skipping the dragon plan and just going straight for that that top tier 2 perhaps. And it looks like Viego will get caught out by this. Will he die though? Sion having to back, missing that TP, so knows that if a fight breaks out, he is probably the most fed player on the team right now, so he definitely needs to be there. Looks like they're sending the Jax to go take that Dragon Soul, knowing that they are quite strong. Ooh. Goes for the flash play. Does get punished, but is able to use that Viego ulti to get out. Not bad, not bad. Will Isodak pay for these sins, though? He will not, for he has to flash out as well. Both soul laners flashed down, but they do get to secure the soul off of that. Now, with quite comprehensive topside vision. Oh, Leona in a very, very bad spot. Likely going to be dead here. Ion joining the fight. Not mid nor jungle are here for this fight, so it is a 3v3 even after those got that. But will it matter? Probably not. Arya is missing ulti, so is Viego, and now that Jax joins, it's looking rather good for Team Pink over here.
I was muted the whole time and I did not realize it. I apologize. I muted to cough and then didn't unmute. Super apologize.
I feel that. That happens. That happens sometimes, brother. I feel you.
But it's looking tough. Looking super tough. I don't know.
The game being posted in the match results.
Oh,
so I think we might be knowing where this one's going here. I'm not gonna lie.
Spoilers.
It's a spoiler,
it was so
but like I can't blame them
grabs.
too much. It's a little BM. I cannot deny. It's a little BM. But also, this is the third inhib going down. There's an 11k gold diff, Ocean Soul. Baron hasn't even spawned yet, you know. Things are looking grim. Things are looking mighty grim.
Oh, yeah, no. And that's going to be fire going down. Etoe still alive for a little bit. Not anymore. And that is crazy. The amount of stun lock they put on the Scion. Scion is able to take down the Poppy though, but that's, I think, about it. They are gonna go.
This is a bold Nexus dive. This is a bold.
Triple kill for Scion. But Odie quadra kill for Scion.
Putting some numbers on the Scion's name right over here.
Like, okay.
You know, yeah. Gotta go for those Nexus dives sometimes. You know,
making Scion look very, very good. I'm not gonna lie, Odie did a lot of work. I'm still leaning towards based on game 1 as well, and the fact that I saw people disappear off the map, giving it to Princess.
I will take your result. I am the team's coach, so I will stay out of that decision.
No, that's even more reason. I think you.
I don't think so. I don't know, because I feel like you gotta get it from the unbiased perspective, you know.
No, the biased perspective. Tell me which one you hate. Who let you down the most?
Who let me down? I can't. What do you mean? How am I supposed to drag whoever? Jeez, no, it's gotta be you. All right.
I think
my
Princess.
jungler over here is
Princess.
asking to be interviewed, and I also see Princess is mute deafened, so it might have to be OD.
That's disappointing. Then okay.
You can't say that.
I can't say that. I can say when somebody is campaigning, I can say it's disappointing that the other person.
I'll go over there. I'll go speak to them. I'll be back shortly. Go keep the chat entertained in the meanwhile.
I don't know how to keep the chat entertained. I'm a little upset at Team Pink. I'm mostly upset at Team Pink because I had so many jokes about Pink, the singer, and they didn't get not one thing going for them really well in 2 games where I could use any of these jokes about songs by Pink, the singer, and so on. So that was very, very disappointing from Team Pink. I would like them to not make me not be able to use my puns. Very, very disappointing. I don't know. It was a little tough. It very much looked like Team Flare Blitz was coordinated and has a coach and was locked in. And, you know, the truth which was that, you know, Team Pink is still coalescing, we'll say.
True. The free agent teams just recently got together this past Wednesday, so not as much experience.
Yeah.
Also, I will be dragging in Princess over here into the caster booth to do an interview, as requested.
I mean, honestly, you could have dragged both. I just was like, oh, if he wants to be interviewed, then no.
He was meaning. That guy memes me too much. I never know if he's trying to bait me or not. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Feel ecstatic.
That's fair. How did it feel laying against the owner of the league?
I just want to know. I gotta know why you stole my Ari, man. Why you do that to me?
That's fair. You did feel. You know, I could hear it in your voice when he picked the Ari. You know, you were ready to do it to him.
I was.
Do you feel adequately compensated after that?
I do.
Okay. How do you feel about him as a player? Would you say he's satisfactory? Or does there need to be some improvements?
I feel like he's a satisfactory player. I feel like he did not punish me enough for when I walk up for minions and stuff. Like especially in that second game, as a melee champion, I feel like he should have been Wing and autoing me a lot more. Because I kind of was able to just farm for free for a lot of the game.
That's fair. To Etoe, if you're listening, you know, take that feedback. We all got places to improve.
I guess that's fair. Here, I'll ask you this because I only want messy drama. One.
Okay, bet.
One. What do you feel like your coach can do better.
Fucking knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be me. I knew it was gonna be me. I
Alright,
spent 2 hours before this game getting flamed by everybody I know for the fact that Lakey told his team the wrong time. Why is that my fault?
Alright, I gotta be real. Our coach doesn't listen to our players. Like, we have a jungler who wants to play Nunu, but this guy will not draft us Nunu.
I gave him Nunu, and then he didn't want the Nunu. You wanted a Kali. It's not even on our champion pool, dog. And you're like, give me a Kali. And I was like, you sure? I would have given it to you, but then you gave me Silas. There's no appreciation for coaching these days. They're all haters, I tell you.
Hex is saying, well, I'm saying leaks. Oh my goodness. Okay, good to know. Don't need to be worried about the Akali next week. Copy that.
Listen, see, I can say this because, like, I don't know, because I mean, clearly my mid lane wants it, so maybe the Akali's on the table, maybe it's not. Who knows?
I swear I put it there. Honestly, I didn't even know Silas was on my thing. I kind of just like last minute threw champions there because Hex told us about like before we started.
This is fair. This is fair. I didn't go check the old document, so maybe it's on there. I'm not gonna go check and spoil that now, but you know.
I did spend the first half of it putting Nunu on everything though, so maybe that could have been.
Every single slot was filled with Nunu. Every single slot of the champion pool document was just Nunu.
I will say, if I have to say anything, I want to give mad props to our top laner though. Yeah, he played as well as he could. In the first game, like
he held it down.
He held it down real good. The Shin was actually really nasty.
That's what Isodak does. He's the GOAT.
Oh my god. He played as well as he could. I'm sorry, yeah. I laughed because like the phrasing of it was like, he tried his best. Yeah.
No, he held it down. He
I
died a couple times early in the first game, but then he held it through. He didn't die after like a couple of deaths in the early game. You know?
No, y'all.
He died less than Silas game.
Absolutely left Isodak up there alone. For large portions, to the point that it's a good thing y'all won, because if y'all had not won the games, especially in the manner you did, if I'm the top laner and you leave me up there just to get shafted for 2 games and y'all aren't winning the rest of the map, I'm gonna be salty. I'm gonna be like, y'all gonna do something? Y'all gonna do something? There's 2 top again. There's 2 top again. So shout out to Isodak, because I think he gets like a 1 free toxicity card. That is my opinion though. A 1 free throwing shade, like, oh, you didn't get mid lane.
In our team, we like to we like to call 3 of our players the crackheads, and then we have like the 2 like normal people, right? You can figure out who was who based on the play styles, but
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna fight. That's our thing.
This is true.
If ISO's left alone while we're fighting on the rest of the map, ISO can suck it up. We love him, but
He's chilling. He's chilling.
Fair enough.
That's what happens in point-based leagues sometimes. Sometimes you're playing into higher level players. Sometimes you're playing into low level players. You just gotta deal with it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I do agree.
Were you watching the previous series by chance, Willie?
Yeah, all of us were watching it. We were supposed to
How do
flex
you-
game, but we sat there and we just watched instead.
How do you feel about facing into the mid laners that played there? Since I don't know who we're playing against next week, I probably should, considering I'm the one who made this.
I'm going to be honest. I kind of feel confident, but a little bit scared of the Aurora. Like once he kind of got a lead, he knew what to do. Like he was definitely playing the matchup pretty well.
That's fair.
I saw a lot
of
clean ults against the Malphite ult, like actually dodging the Malphite and doing like a good chunk of damage.
Yeah, the Aurora was worrying. Was worrying.
Brendan, if you're listening to this, you better play Rise next week. I am very familiar with that mid laner. Went to college together. Played on a team with him. Chill lad, outside of League of Legends. Bit of a tilter in the game though, not gonna lie. I gotta play him before that, sorry.
Didn't tilt enough.
I'm very intrigued to see that matchup, I'm not gonna lie.
Did not tilt enough today, I'll tell you that.
You know, he's improved. He's improved on that. I don't think I've seen him tilt in a while, you know?
Could have done me a
I'm
favor.
sorry. This is completely off pocket, but like, is Etoe's name like Etoe, like an e-girl, but it's like a toe? Look, I'm being real.
Like in terms of pronunciation, or like in terms of like concept?
Like concept, right? Because it's Etoe and then boy, right?
Oh my god, my kid's in the feet. Oh my god.
I'm gonna come back and watch this VOD, clip that, and send it to Etoe. I'm gonna find some way to pin that. That's fantastic. I love it.
Never. I'm never gonna not make jokes about that now. We're done here. It's done. Oh god.
That's fantastic. I think you probably know from our answer as to whether or not that's the basis, and the answer is that we didn't think of it, but now it is.
He's an Etoe boy. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm done. If you got more questions, go ahead. I that's it.
I think I'm all out after that one. I feel like I had something. I don't remember.
Oh, God.
I'm glad that my legacy will be this. Even if I do bad the rest of the games, I will
That's
have a
all you really
legacy
need.
now.
That's all you really need. You need a good meme. That builds your foundation, really, you know.
Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna. Do you have any shout outs as I try to breathe?
Any players you think did particularly well on the team that you'd like to shout out?
The enemy top laner for sure.
You know, fair enough, fair enough.
He got that
Normally
quadra in the
thrown
last
teammates,
game, dude.
Hey, that's true. That's true. We saw that. We saw that. We saw that right in the Nexus. It was more of a 2v5, or if you really think about it, you know, the Nexus tower was there. But he got all the kills. He got that. You know, I gotta give it to you. That's fair. That's
Was
fair.
a lot of kills. Yeah.
Gotta get on the scoreboard. I respect it.
So
Gotta go for those Nexus dives.
I'm sorry. Rue, I'm done. I'm trying to like make real sentences. All right, hang on. All right. So that's week 1. Thank you to everybody signing up, showing up. Even though we'll be cleaner next week, I promise. Maybe. But shout out to Princess for coming through for Team Flare Blitz. Of course, shout out to Team Pink as well. And I am Little Rodney, old sad boy. Not an Etoe boy. And shout out to Red Strike. I think we are done for the evening here at BTL. We will be back next Saturday with more games. So please come back. All right.